Imagine a life where your emotions no longer control you, where you're calm in the face of stress, and where the highs and lows of everyday life don't shake your inner peace. This isn't about being numb or uncaring. It's about finding balance. Stoicism teaches us emotional detachment, not by avoiding feelings, but by mastering how we respond to them. If you're tired of letting emotions run your life, then this is the video for you. Today, we'll explore how emotional detachment through Stoicism can lead to a calmer, more focused and fulfilling life. In Stoicism, emotional detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about things or people. Instead, it means understanding that emotions are natural, but how we react to them is what truly matters. A Stoic believes that while we can't control every situation, we can control how we respond emotionally. This control doesn't come from shutting off emotions, but from viewing them objectively, like a passing cloud in the sky. One key idea in Stoicism is that emotions are often tied to things we cannot control: external events, other people's actions, or unexpected challenges. Stoicism teaches us that it's okay to feel those initial emotional responses, but we must learn to separate ourselves from them. A Stoic practices acknowledging the emotion without being consumed by it. By doing this, they maintain inner peace, even in stressful situations. Take anger, for example. When someone wrongs you, it's natural to feel upset, but a Stoic would step back and ask, is this anger helping me? Instead of letting the anger control their actions, a Stoic focuses on what they can control, how they respond. This doesn't mean suppressing the anger, but recognizing it for what it is: a temporary emotion that doesn't need to dictate your actions. The Stoic approach would be to remain calm, look for a rational solution, and move forward without letting that anger linger or take over their mindset. Another powerful part of Stoicism is understanding that nothing is permanent. The world is constantly changing, and so are the things we experience. This philosophy helps us detach emotionally because we come to realize that whatever we are going through, whether joy or pain, is temporary. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the present moment, without letting our emotions from past experiences or fears about the future weigh us down. It's about being aware of your feelings, but not being ruled by them. When we talk about emotional detachment through Stoicism, it's also essential to highlight the idea of focusing on what truly matters. Many times, we get emotionally invested in things that aren't important in the long run, like material possessions, status, or fleeting moments of happiness. A Stoic practices emotional detachment by concentrating only on what aligns with their core values and principles. Everything else is noise. This doesn't mean we ignore the good things in life or don't appreciate them. It just means we don't let our emotional well-being depend on them. For example, imagine you've worked hard for a promotion, but you don't get it. In a typical scenario, you might feel sad, frustrated, or even defeated. But a Stoic would recognize that while the goal was important, the outcome is beyond their control. The focus, instead, is on the effort they put in and the growth they experienced. This mindset helps them remain emotionally balanced, avoiding extreme disappointment because their worth isn't tied to an outcome they couldn't control. Stoicism also promotes the practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. This involves mentally preparing yourself for challenges or difficulties before they happen. By imagining potential setbacks, a Stoic mentally prepares to face those situations calmly. Emotional detachment becomes easier when you've already accepted that difficulties will come, but they don't have to derail your inner peace. This isn't about being pessimistic. It's about being prepared and resilient, ready to face whatever comes with a steady heart and mind. One of the most effective tools in Stoic emotional detachment is the idea of apatheia, which means freedom from passion or emotional disturbance. It doesn't mean you stop feeling, but rather you're not driven by those feelings. You become the calm in the storm, observing emotions like waves, but never letting them pull you under. You see them, acknowledge them, and let them pass. This practice of emotional distancing allows a Stoic to make clear, rational decisions, even in moments of intense emotional pressure. Another aspect of emotional detachment in Stoicism is understanding that emotions often cloud our judgment. When we are too attached to our feelings, we can lose sight of what's logical and rational. Stoicism encourages us to think clearly and act based on reason, not impulse. This doesn't mean you become cold or robotic. It means you take a step back, assess the situation objectively, and make decisions that are grounded in logic, rather than being swayed by momentary feelings. In practical terms, emotional detachment through Stoicism means adopting a mindset of tranquility. Imagine going through your day and, regardless of what happens, maintaining a steady inner calm. Whether you're praised or criticized, whether you succeed or fail, your emotional state remains balanced. This kind of detachment doesn't make you indifferent. It makes you strong. It gives you the power to navigate life without being thrown off course by every emotional wave that comes your way. Stoicism doesn't ask you to deny your humanity. You'll still feel sadness, joy, frustration, and excitement. But by practicing emotional detachment, you learn to not be swept away by those feelings. You gain the ability to experience them fully without letting them control your actions or your state of mind. This kind of emotional mastery is incredibly freeing. It allows you to focus on what truly matters in life, without being bogged down by unnecessary emotional turmoil. Emotional detachment through Stoicism is about mastering the art of living with emotional balance. It's about acknowledging emotions, but not letting them control you. By focusing on what you can control, embracing challenges, preparing for setbacks, and maintaining a clear, rational mindset, you can achieve lasting emotional detachment. This doesn't make you unfeeling. It makes you stronger, calmer, and more in control of your life. With practice, Stoicism can help you achieve a state of emotional peace that endures, no matter what life throws your way.